Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Got ourselves all set up. Yes, sirree. How's everybody doing today? We're just getting ourselves started up over here. Give me 1 second. All right. One second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, all right. Let's see here. We are live. We are live. We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Yes, we are live.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. It's just a second. We are just setting ourselves up over here. Right? We're just putting up some announcements. Putting up some announcements over here. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah. Let's get some announcements going on. Hold on. Right over here. I'm just playing. We're just doing our thing here. Doing our thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeet. Hold on. Sometimes it gets a little messy with the. Yeah.
What a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day.
Sun is shining. There's no more. There's less snow outside.
No. Yeah.
The sun is shining. There's less snow outside.
Yeah. Let's start outside.
You know how it is.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yes.
Yeesh. Let's see here. Yeah, you got that special. Okay. Getting some announcements up that we are live right now. So give us just a second. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? Bam. Right here. All right. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Give us just a second. All right. Oh. Alrighty. Give us just a sec. We're just getting ourselves set. Boom. Okay. Alright. Getting ourselves set up here, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting ourselves set up here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Woo-wee. Just letting everybody know that we are live. You know how it is. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Yeah.
How's everybody's morning going?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Done okay.
Hope you guys had a wonderful day yesterday. Hope you guys made a lot of money yesterday.
Yeah.
Hope you guys were greenable yesterday.
Yes.
Hope you guys had a lot of fun with us yesterday. Hope you guys had a lot of good stuff with us yesterday. Yeah. Yeet. Yes, sir. I know I did. I had a good time yesterday. Was chilling out. Had some just chilling out doing our thing, man. I had a good day yesterday. Very good day. Yes, sir. Tell you what, man. I had some fun. Got to play a good old zombie game with some friends yesterday, man. It was great. Yeah, they basically we were playing Arma yesterday, and they had a zombie mod for the game.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll tell you the story. It was actually really cool. At first it started off with my friend messing with me because he was playing as the Zeus, which is basically someone who can spawn in and control the world around you.
Right.
In Arma. So you could spawn bad guys, you could spawn good guys, you could spawn all sorts of stuff. Right? And we got this zombie mod. So, and it's not just any zombie mod, it's a horror zombie mod.
I see.
Right? So, basically, my buddy was just spawning all sorts of terrifying zombies and stuff. Like, around me. It was terrifying. I loved it. It was so fun. I had a good time.
Love being terrified.
It's not even that. Right? Like you had zombies that were doing like those backward bridge crawls, like just
Oh, that's
doing that.
nasty.
Yeah,
Those.
they're looking like something straight out of The Grudge. It was like, ugh,
That's
right?
strong.
They creepy, but at the same time, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And they can spawn their weapons too. So like
Mhm.
if you need a weapon or something like that,
Yeah.
they'll spawn it in because he was kind of just improvising the storyline the whole way, and it was so much fun. I had a good time. Let me see here, cause we had fun with that. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Just getting ourselves set up over here. But yeah, how's everybody's morning doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good.
Good.
Hope everybody's good. Good. How you doing, DVO moms?
I'm okay.
She's okay. She's
How
doing
you
good.
doing?
All right. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I woke up this morning on the Lord's green earth. Yeah. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, that's a blessing already, right there.
Yeah.
All right. Getting the announcements out here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Twitter's working. YouTube's working. Twitch is working. Okay, Twitch is working. Definitely working.
Okay.
Not twerking. Twitch is not twerking. Twitch is working.
No. It's just switching.
Brother,
Switching.
Twitch is working, not twerking. Okay.
Right.
J Powell says DXST. Yes, we will check that out in just a second. We will check that out in just 1 second. Just getting ourselves set up over here. And once we do that, we're all set for you. We'll check out DXST. Give it a nice checky poo. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Setting ourselves up. There we go. Okay. All right, we're all set.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yes.
Looks like we're all good here. All right, we're good. All right. Let's get the let's get the little thing here. Yeah. Give me 1 second here. Put this over here. All right, now we're ready. Let's get the intro here. What's up, guys? It's Double Nix, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I'm here with my lovely co-host, the one, the only, the Serengeti specialist with her bushy tail in the Serengeti. She is on her hind legs. She's doing the mambo. She's got the chancleta in one hand, the coffee cup in the other hand, a javelin with a chancleta attached to it in the other hand, and with the other hand, watch me. No, I'm just kidding. With the other hand, she got a chancleta harpoon. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a chancleta javelin now, by the way.
Yeah, a javelin.
Yeah.
That works. Okay.
Little javelin missile just with a chancleta attached to it. There we go. Hey, works like a dream. Works like a dream, baby. All right. You know her as the one, the only, Divya Moms. Hey. Yeah. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are here. We are live. We are in living color. Ladies and gentlemen, we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. We are just made different. Just HKPD. 51%, XCUR 39%, and KOPN 41%. So that's what we got going on over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we, like I said, we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. So if advice, do your own due diligence and all that good stuff before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever. And without further ado, let's fully begin.
Right.
All right. So Jay Powell wants us to check out DXST. Now we called DXST a while ago. We called it prior to its run up 188%. But let's see what it's doing right now. It hit a high earlier of $14.12, went up 188% earlier, and right now, it has gone down. It has gone down. Let me get the graffiti pencil activated, right? Because it's kind of formed a bit of a, it's kind of developed a bit of an attitude for me, you know, developed a bit of a tude. All right, it's below the VWAP right now, as of now. But it ran up earlier in the day. It's not overbought, not oversold, but it is below the VWAP, and it popped its cherry right over here. Maybe it could curl. Let's see. Let's check out the news. It's right now. It's up 47%, which is not as high as it was before. They actually had news yesterday that they announced the pricing of an initial public offering. Yep. Okay, let's see what else they had here. One second. Yeah, they basically announced pricing of their initial public offering. The float for this stonk is 16 million. Volume is 5.3 million. So the volume's pretty low. Not as good as the not as high as the float. The float is pretty heavy.
Right.
It's not terribly heavy, but it's a little heavy. So if this does go up, it'll be a very Oh, there we are. We're good. We're good. All right. But basically, what I was saying is that DXST has a heavy float of 16.5 million. Volume is 5.32 million. So it's not, at least in my opinion, it would probably move very, very slowly upward, if anything, if it does move up. But right now, the volume's low. It's below the VWAP. So, what have you done for me lately? You know what I mean?
Right.
What have you done for me lately? And let's check it out. Let's see what else we got over here. We got BNZI. That came in a little earlier. Okay, got BNZI. See what that do. What it do? BNZI? What it do? Let me see. Nah. Let's check out DGNX. See about that one.
Yeah.
See what it do. What it do with that one.
Right.
Okay, let me see. All right. Right now, DGNX is below the VWAP as well. I mean, earlier we called it prior to its 220% run. So that's okay. I mean, that's great, you know. But right now, it's up 116%. They announced their own pricing of their initial public offering. The float for it was pretty heavy, 23 million. Volume is 2.45 million. So right now it's you know. So yeah. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, man, I tell you what, I had a good time with some friends of mine. We were playing some Arma. We had a good time, goofing around a little bit. You know, and like originally my friend was just spawning zombies around me while I was trying to while I was at the little range in Arma practicing how to use the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that.
Right.
And my buddy decided it would be a good idea
A good idea.
to basically, what's it called? He decided it would be a good idea to spawn a bunch of zombies around me.
Why?
Like a bunch of horror zombies. Like these weren't just your average zombies, right? Like these were zombies that were made to like scare you and like scream and do all these like, creepy little things like follow you around and stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, oh god.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So he did that.
What weapons do you have for this type of thing?
Well, originally I had just a regular rifle,
Uh-huh.
a regular HK 416. And that's not enough to take down a bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, with Arma, you got a bunch of bullet sponges normally, which is basically characters, bad guys that take a lot of hits in the game, right? And my buddy decided it would be a good idea to scare the living pee out of me, right? So he decided to spawn them around. I'm like, oh god, ah! I'm just freaking out. I'm like, oh god, and he's just getting a kick out of it. He's laughing, he's cackling like an evil maniacal genius, while I'm sitting there,
Nice.
pooping out enough bricks to collectively build a city, X Curve seems to be coming in. Give me a second. Let's check this out. I'll continue story time in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. X Curve seems to be very, very choppy. Very choppy. Let's see what they got going on. They're currently up 39%. They recently came out with some insider buying news. They also... and then they also announced a purchase agreement with GPCR Therapeutics Inc. But they got two bits of news. They got the insider buying news, and they got a purchase agreement with another company. The float for this is actually pretty low. It's 799,000. Volume is 112,000. So right now the volume ain't really there. Let's check out VNCE. Victor November Charlie Echo. Let's see. That one actually went up a pretty amount yesterday, if I remember correctly. VNCE, I'm pretty sure VNCE went up quite a bit. Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah, it did.
VNCE. How much did it go up yesterday? Let me see. Let's see. What did they have yesterday? I'm pretty sure. How high did it go? I'd have to check. VNC went pretty high though. It was running quite a bit yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see here. Huh?
It's moving up from what it was earlier today too.
Yeah, no, it is moving up from what it was earlier today. It is 78% right now. So that's pretty good. That's good news. Let's zoom in the room a little bit. Get ourselves a nice little look-see. See what we got going on. Okay. Yeah. And right now it's on an uptrend here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So right now it's not doing too bad right now. It's above the VWAP. It is a little bit overbought though. That's the only problem with it. Let me take a look at the float. The float is 2.4 million. Volume is 12 million, 12.93 million. And that's pretty good news. So they also acquired a majority stake in Vince Holding. P180 acquired a majority stake in Vince Holding from Sun Capital. And they also got a statement of changes in beneficial ownership securities. That was yesterday. So they got some news. And it looks like they're moving up a little bit. So, let's check it out. Let's see what we got going on here. But yeah, I mean, as far as that game yesterday, he basically it went from him messing with me, went from my buddy messing with me, right, to a full-blown mission that he decided to make last minute. He just improvised it, right?
Yeah.
Guy's got a talent for storytelling. So he basically said, all right, he's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to spawn in a car for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And what you're going to do And just to bring it home, he spawned in the car for me. I got in the car. The car was low on fuel. It was low on fuel. So, because the car was low on fuel in the game, I had to actually get. He said there's a fueling depot near you.
Right.
You just have to find it.
Oh, that's lovely.
And meanwhile, I'm in the middle of like a military base in the game. And I think the fueling depot is somewhere in the woods surrounding it. And there's a bunch of zombies on my butt.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, I get chased by these zombies while trying to drive this car. Another thing is you can't just run over the zombies. No, you can't do that because they'll mess up your car.
I see.
And then the car bursts into flames and goes boom, and then you go boom with it. You don't want to do that.
No, that's
So-
inconvenient.
Yeah, that's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
So I had to actually avoid the zombies. Originally, what I did was I tried to run through them, but nope. It messed up the car, so I couldn't do that.
No,
It messed up one of the tires.
Ooh,
I'm like, no, I can't do
lovely
that.
Things, aren't they?
Yeah, no.
Remember them.
So I'm like, okay, all right. So I got to move out of the way of the zombies because the zombies are trying to get me. So I'm like, I'm going through the zombies, right? I'm driving past them, moving
Yeah.
out of the way of them, right? And all of a sudden,
Yep.
I decided, I found the station. I was like refueling and looking and refueling and looking and refueling and looking like, oh my god, like ah! And then like
It's like, don't look,
with
refuel the car.
with
Don't
with
look,
one
refuel the
hand,
car.
oh, you
Look.
gotta understand, with one hand, my character had to like use a pistol
Well,
to go pew 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 pew, right, and take out the zombies while I'm fueling the car. I'm like, get the heck out of here!
but you have a firearm near a source of gas.
Yeah, I know.
That don't make any sense.
I had to use my pew pew, man.
I don't know. That sounds
It was-
crazy.
It was terrifying,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
VNCE now, by the way, speaking, hold on, VNCE is now 85%, 85%.
85%.
Yes, sir.
Right up
It is
the
moving
butt.
up.
That's nice.
It's moving up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's moving up in the world. Oh yeah.
That's cool. That's
All
cool.
right.
That's cool. That's cool.
VNCE is now 85%.
Yes.
That's good news. That's very good news.
What it does.
Very good news. All right. So continuing on with the story. So we had. So I'm basically trying to fight off zombies and fuel the
Right.
car at the same time. I'm freaking out in the game, right? It was amazing. Alright, and he kept on just spawning a crap ton of zombies, man. There were a lot of zombies that he was just spawning in on me. Because I'm pretty sure what he was trying to do is he was trying to take me out. He was just trying to make it as unfair as humanly possible.
Oh, jeez. That's me. No,
Well,
it's-
yeah, but that's the way.
I mean,
Hey, look,
jeez.
I was like, buddy, I love you to death, but I hate you so much right now. He looked at me and said, hey, man, look, sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes you get some zombies munching on your butt. Not my problem. Get to it. Hop to it there, mister. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Like, really? Oh,
I finally fuel up the car. I get in the car, and I start driving away. And I get to an exit. He says, no, that exit's blocked off. I'm like, what do you mean? He quite literally blocks off the exit just as I get there by collapsing a building. I'm like, oh, you little turd.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, no. He's like, don't worry, there's another exit nearby. Where? On the other side of the base.
Oh,
I hate you so much. I know. So I decided to go there. Whee! Right? And we get there. I finally, after going through hordes of zombies, including one very buff giant zombie that can easily turn my car.
Zombies are buff pieces?
That they have like giant buff zombies, which are basically extremely strong and can fling your character around like a rag doll if you're not careful, and they do a lot of damage. So basically, and you don't even think about hitting them with your car. The only way you could really take them down is either by really lighting them up, right? Or you have to use a rocket launcher.
Oh, I
And go-
like that idea.
That's the only two ways you can
Like
take
that
it out,
idea.
and they take a lot of punishment. So
you're gonna be going through at least a couple of box mags. I had a light machine gun in the game, right? I had an LMG, so I'm basically fighting my way through these zombies, in the car. All right, I'm driving. I'm trying not to plow through them, but you kind of have no choice at some points because they're all over the place. They're chasing me, and they're going, rah, 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 and I'm just like, ah.
Zombie noise.
Yeah,
Typical zombie noise.
yeah. Hey, you like my zombie noises? Hey,
Oh god.
my zombie impression there, baby. Oh yeah.
Oh my.
But yeah. So basically from there, we had a situation where the zombies were basically chasing after us. Me, not us. There was no us in that situation. There was only me. And I finally got to like this little coastline, and just as I got there, one of the buff zombies punched my car so hard it sent it flying, and the car blew up right in front of me. I survived.
Oh, that's
I went flying out of the car,
Oh,
and I landed. I'm like, oh crap.
jeez.
So we decided to run. All right, I started lighting up the big bad zombie, and it knocked me into next Tuesday, and I fell to the ground. It sent me flying, by the way. And then afterwards,
Yeah.
I ended up running away I ended up having to run away from the zombie because we don't have any rockets, and it's gonna take too much punishment. And they're like, and my buddy's like, oh yeah, there's a marina with a bunch of boats nearby. Where? Oh, just here east southeast. That's on the other side of the island. Ah, you'll be all right.
Taking directions from the guy who's totally
Yep.
trying to mess you up.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly that's exactly it. So I finally get to that little marina, right?
Yeah.
And then he spawns in an exact replica of my character to fight me. So I'm basically fighting myself. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, think you're seeing double there, buddy boy." I'm like, "I hate you." Right? So he basically spawns in a duplicate of me just to mess with me. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have to take him out, cause he's gonna stop you from getting to that marina." Okay, so I finally won the battle, right? And then after that, proceeded to get into the boat. I'm like, I don't know how to drive one of these things, cause in like regular games like a GTA or a Fortnite, it's easy to drive boats. Arma, not so much. You kind of need to mess around with it a little bit, cause the boats don't on a dime as much as they would in like your average video game, right? Because they're supposed to drive a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking the boat with like a bunch of big guns and stuff like that, big gunboats, and I started heading out to shore. My friend tried to spawn in a tank to blow up my boat.
How do you spawn a tank?
Oh yeah, no, he's tried to spawn a tank just to blow up my boat because he was still messing with me a little bit. He made a little mission out of it, but he had to mess with me somewhat, right? He said, "Oh no, local forces are coming in, and the island's locked down there, so then nobody gets in, nobody gets out. So they see you in your boat, you're kind of screwed there, buddy." I'm like, "What do you mean? They got He says to me, he looks at me, "Good morning, CVS Frog. Good morning, brother."
Hello, good morning, Frog.
He says to me, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's just if the tanks see you, they might try to blow you up. But you'll be fine. You'll be all right."
Fine.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But thankfully I got out to shore before the tanks could find me. Thank God. All right, and then.
Hey, is anybody else out there play Arma?
Yeah. By the way, anybody else play Arma? Anybody else play Arma? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Yeah. But we did that, and then from there,
Yep.
he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way," and then he takes out all the gas from my boat, and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, your boat's run out of gas, so you're gonna have to dock it or place it somewhere."
That's
and then,
nice.
all right, and by this point, I had no ammo, no nothing. I was basically kind of boned.
Strongly believe.
If you see, shout out to Markiplier, God bless. Markiplier, by the way, Markiplier sponsorship, Mark.
Love
Sponsorship.
those videos.
Sponsorship, the Five Nights at Freddy's videos. Sponsorship. Even DBO Moms likes the Markiplier videos.
He's a nut.
He's
I love
funny.
him.
He's funny. But
Makes you laugh.
he's like, oh yeah, there's a nearby compound with a weapon resupply. If you want to go get that, I'm like, all right. So I do. I find a new video. I find a new car.
Right.
Right. I get in.
Yeah.
I get into the car. I decide, you know what? There's a bunch of weapons here, you know, rocket launchers and stuff like that. I might as well take these just in case of a rainy day. Thank God I did. Right? I took them just in case of a rainy day. And
Right.
yeah. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to share. We wanna spend story time and microcap mornings with everybody. So be sure to share. Share with your friends. Share with your family. Share with your dog. I don't care. Share with your share with your hamster. Yeah.
Share with your hamster.
Share with your hamster, man. But yeah, no. Basically, I ended up surviving the zombie apocalypse in the game. Got the cure. After infiltrating a giant compound full of zombies, I had to blow up like three more buff ones with the rocket launcher.
Buff zombies.
Yeah,
This I gotta see. Buff zombies.
they're like very ungodly, but like think like a crazy bodybuilder that looks like an action figure from like the 90s. That's what these things look like.
Okay.
Only zombified.
Only zombified.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ended up getting like a cure that my buddy spawned in, and I basically had to like exfil with that cure, so I did that, and boom, it was good. We were good. By the way, yeah, that's just a little story time, a little bit of story time. But yeah.
A little bit.
So yeah, that was basically that, and give me 1 second. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that was basically that. Now, but also afterwards, I got to have some dinner with Mum, with Grandma, with Coach.
Yes.
Right? We had some rice and beans.
Yes.
Right? We had some rice and black beans, man. They were
We
delicious.
had black beans last night.
Yeah, we had black beans, man.
Yeah. that's
So good.
Especially on a cold day like we had. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, we had and DBL Moms and Grandma, they have like this delicious little recipe that they made specifically for themselves. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not know. I don't know like the full on recipe, but
It starts with olive oil, and we usually make it with beans. Yes.
well, it starts with what now?
We starts with olive oil in a pan,
Mm-hmm.
and we start off with some beans, the Goya beans.
Mhm.
Goya beans. And
Goya.
Yeah, Goya. Open
Goya.
And it's usually the flavory ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we put that in, a little bit of a green pepper, and all sorts of garlic stuff that goes in the pot and just simmers for for however long we want. We put over some rice. It's good stuff.
Ooh.
But you gotta put chorizo in there. You gotta saute some chorizo and onions and garlic in the olive oil first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put the beans in, and then you let it percolate.
Percolate.
You let it cook. You let it percolate for a while.
Percolate.
For a while.
Oh, what's a percolate?
It cooked.
Oh, okay. All right.
You let it cook.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, it was real good. Real good. For a good, real cold day, it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good
Mm-hmm.
level white rice. Good stuff. Or you can just have it as a soup.
A soup.
It's soup.
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 Soup time.
Yeah, it's so good.
It is soup
Yummy,
time.
Yummy. Anybody
Yes,
out there ever have that stuff? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
So
Put it in the
Put it
chat.
in the chat.
But yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah, we had it. And what I like to do with my rice and beans, I add a little bit. I add two things to them normally. A little bit of hot sauce, right, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Not too much. You don't go
Yeah,
crazy with
just
it.
to bring out
A
the
little
flavor.
dabble of it,
Bring it out.
and it brings out the flavor. You mix it in, and it brings out the flavors in there, and it's so good. It adds like a
Right.
nice smoky flavor, but also somewhat of a sweet flavor to it,
Delicious.
and a bit of a spicy flavor to it, and the flavors just merge so well. It's so good, man.
Good.
So good,
So
ladies
good.
and gentlemen. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yummy.
It is
yummy.
amazing.
Good for the tummy.
Oh yeah, it's very good for the tummy. But yeah, I mean, it basically is.
And we had it last night, but you could have that with a steak.
Oh yeah, you could have it with a nice steak.
Little steak, and
Yep.
use that as a side dish.
What were those steaks called that we used to have with rice and beans back at
Oh,
back in
you could have it with
South
the
Florida?
cube steak. You could have it with.
No,
Actually, you could have it with.
it was with what was it? It was a very flat steak.
Flat iron steak. I'm not sure. Spike steak. You can have any steak you want, really. I mean, it's really,
I don't
really
remember.
good.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was a
Really
steak. It was
Delish.
what was that steak, man? It was like a very flat steak.
Flat iron steak?
No,
No.
No, it
flat
was like-
steak.
it was like a
Cubes-
skirt steak.
skirt steak or cube steak could be flat.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I also had it a couple times with empanadas.
Oh yeah.
I love empanadas.
Good
Who hasn't had?
Lord.
Who's had empanadas here? Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, empanadas are delicious.
And they are so good.
They're so good, man.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So good. All right, they're delicious, man. I mean,
The
empanadas.
longer the stuff cooks, the better it is. Lots of times.
Oh
The
yeah,
stuff in the pot. Yeah. No, it really tastes better.
yeah,
It does.
yeah,
Yep.
yep. I mean, the empanadas are really like I like beef empanadas. I love chicken empanadas.
Mm-hmm.
I love pork empanadas.
Yep.
I don't know what else they put in it.
I'm not sure.
I love those types of empanadas though.
Yeah.
When they're nice and crunchy and nice and crispy,
Crispy.
right? With a nice golden thing, a nice little golden,
Empanadas are real good when they're
a golden breading around them, man. Oh my,
fresh.
oh yeah, that's the stuff, man.
Mhm.
That is the stuff.
Perfect job with these, actually.
Hey, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, have you just there.
yeah. Oh,
But-
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing to have with their steak.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, they basically did
Mm-hmm.
that. They would also have we would also have the rice and beans with
Yeah.
what's it called? What do we have it with? Man,
Like I said, you can have it with all kinds of meat. That stuff is pretty versatile stuff.
yeah. I mean, they put chimichurri on the meat. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Chimichurri.
that's
They
right.
put
Bonding
chimichurri
stuff,
on there. Yeah, they put chimichurri on there, and I'll tell you what, man, it was amazing. It was very, very amazing. Delicious stuff. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yep, give me 1 second. Ooh. Let's see what we got going on. What we got? What's VNCE doing? Oh,
Right now it is at 77%.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a second there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. So basically, you know, that chimichurri, man, is amazing. It's delicious, man. I tell you what, it is amazing
It's
because
a religious experience.
it is a religious experience.
Yes, it can be.
Putting chimichurri, it adds like a sweet and tangy taste to it.
Yeah.
to the
Chimichurri
steak.
is very nice.
It's so good, man. I
You
love
can find
that.
it in any store too.
Yeah, you can find it in any store. It's amazing, man. I tell you what, it is great because, you know, you're basically enjoying a nice, delicious steak with a nice tangy taste
Yeah.
to add to the smokiness, and they complement each other in such a wonderful way. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. But did you know something interesting? I found this out from a friend of mine. I was talking to a friend of mine who was, you know, his family was like
Right.
his family was from Mexico, and
Uh-huh.
he actually told me something very interesting. They have mangoes,
Mangoes.
right? But what they do is they put like chili pepper on the mangoes and stuff like that. And I'm like, why would you put chili pepper on a mango? That
is
doesn't sound
very
right.
Interesting,
It
but
sounds odd. I mean,
yeah, it sounds odd
yeah,
to me too.
he said, dude, don't knock it till you try it,
Uh-huh.
because it's like a sweet yet spicy
Right.
combination. I'm like, I mean, I haven't tried it, so I can't really tell you,
Mm-hmm.
but what it tastes like. But from what he tells me, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little snack. I'm like, okay. I don't know much about that though. Like I don't understand. Vince, by the way, VNCE is curling a little bit. It's trying to curl. Trying to curl. Yeah. But yeah, right now it's it's trying. It's trying to curl.
It's doing its thing.
It's trying to curl. But yeah, man. I don't know. Mangoes with chili powder. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Neither do I.
I don't know. I can't knock it really because I haven't had it. You know.
Uh-huh.
If I had it, I'd be like, all right, it tastes good or it tastes bad. You know.
Yeah.
But I can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
When he told me about it, though, I was astounded. I was like, whoa, really? Huh. Yeah. Another
What do
thing.
you normally have the mango and chili powder with? What dish was it?
It's just that's the dish.
Mangoes and chili.
It's like cut up a certain way. The mango's cut up a certain way. I don't know if they put other spices with it. They might. I don't know, but I know they put chili powder there, and it's like okay,
Interesting.
all right, why not? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Not something I personally would do, but hey, and see if yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Does he like douse the dice that or something?
I don't- no, like he cuts it up in a certain way that kind of looks like a flower.
Ah.
Not gonna lie, it looks like a flower. But yeah, that's what he and his family do, and they love it. I'm like, okay, all right,
Do you, baby?
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yes, sir. You can
I
do
won't
that.
judge.
No.
I won't judge till I had it. Like, I'll have it. I'm willing to have that. See if it's any good. And it looks like VNC is forming an ABCD pattern a little bit. Forming a little bit of an ABCD pattern. Let me get rid of this right here. Boom. All right, get a little A and a B. And a C and a D. Bada bing, bada boom.
I see.
We got that going on.
4%.
Oh yeah, 93%, 94%. Yep, we're going.
We're rolling.
We moving.
Rolling today.
We moving.
We
We
are.
moving.
We are.
We moving. We moving. We moving. We moving, baby. Yeah, we moving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we starting to move a little bit. 94, 94.
Yeah.
All right. I think the VNCE stock likes mangoes. I think it likes mangoes, man. What can I tell you?
What do y'all think about this?
CVS Frog says, "Yay, made enough on VNC to get McDoubles all around. McDBLs, McDBLs all around, but I sold too soon. Oh, that's fine. Look, hey, CVS Frog, there's no such thing as selling too soon. You made a profit, my brother. As far as there's always going to be more opportunities out there, you know. So don't get too broken up about it, because you know. And man, I could
Get what you can get.
McDBLs.
Get it.
Man, it's some McDBLs. Ooh,
McDBLs.
McDBLs.
Huh.
It's a McDoubles. McDoubles he's
There you
talking about.
go. Yeah.
Man, you know what they said? I heard that McDonald's was gonna be doing this thing where they give you the Big Mac sauce is like a dipping sauce for McNuggets. And
That's interesting
I
thought,
low-key
'cause
like the
everybody
idea.
likes that, I really like that sauce.
Because the thing is, right?
So.
The thing is, it's very interesting how the Big Mac sauce is made. So from what I remember,
Yeah.
it's made with ketchup, mustard, relish, and I'm pretty sure
Mayonnaise in it?
chili powder.
Really?
And some mayonnaise. Some mayonnaise too.
Yeah.
It's ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, chili powder, and some relish. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, and a little bit of chopped
Yeah,
up
I
pickles and
remember
stuff like
relish
that.
portion.
Yeah, the
That's
relish
really,
portion of the
really
show
big deal.
is really
Yeah.
big deal. I think that's how it's made. I think. I could be missing something, but I don't think so, but I could be. Well, yeah, obviously salt and pepper,
Yeah.
but that goes without saying.
Yep.
You know, you stir that around and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself some Big Mac sauce. But yeah, that I love that sauce, man. I try to make it every time I make a burger, or every time you make a burger, whichever one.
Yep.
Right? I made burgers, and then I would just make my own Big Mac sauce there for it. Put a little bit on that, boom, you're good. You know?
Yummy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, lettuce,
I like
tomato,
that
some
sauce.
onion.
Yep.
You know? I used to put jalapeno on it, but you gotta chill out with the jalapeno. Can't go too crazy. Don't want to go too crazy with it, but
Explode.
yeah, you don't want to explode. Not good. Not good for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you definitely
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I mean, you get some bang for your buck there with that. It's good. It adds the flavor you want and the flavor you need for it. Another thing that I liked making was pretzels. I actually made pretzels. Did you know that?
Pretzels? No.
Yes, yeah. I made pretzels, man.
Ah, it's a good
Oh, yeah.
fresh pretzel with salt on it. Yum.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you have in the mood for mustard. Sometimes you're not. But I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
salty pretzel.
Yeah, good old pretzels and stuff like that.
Like the real fresh.
I actually have a video that I love on YouTube. I really love on YouTube. It's made by this guy on YouTube
Yeah.
who made something called the Goku Feast.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah.
That guy made a feast and
Yeah.
ate the
So,
whole thing. That
Yeah.
guy?
No, he didn't eat the whole thing. Oh no. He poor guy would explode. No, he's not gonna do that.
Lord.
But he
Oh,
made
good, I think.
he made. I mean, he probably saved the rest for leftovers and stuff like that when he ate it. But later on. But basically, what he did was he made what is called the Goku Feast. Now, if you've watched Dragon Ball Z,
Wow.
you know what the Goku Feast is. But for those of you who don't know, Dragon Ball Z is basically about a group of martial artists, and some of them are aliens from a different planet, and they crash landed on Earth. And the thing is, they love to fight, but they require food in order to keep their energy up, right?
That makes sense.
So they eat a lot of food. I mean, like feasts worth of food is their regular meal.
The food.
Oh yeah. So the main character's name is Goku, right? And Goku loves eating. The man eats ungodly amounts of food to keep his strength up because he's such a powerful character. So he needs more food.
Everybody know about Goku? They know the
Oh,
character. Right?
who doesn't know Goku? If you don't know Goku, man,
I'm just, you know,
I don't know what to tell you, man. If you don't know Goku,
there's nothing wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say other than probably the best character in the history of ever.
Yes, you're ever.
Yeah, look, he's everybody's favorite, almost everybody's favorite character. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
Everybody loves Goku. Okay, if you don't love Goku, you don't. All right, and basically what he did, he made.
that stuff
All
that
right,
he
so
makes?
basically what he made, was he made the Goku Feast, which was basically, hold on, it was bows, right? He made bows, obviously. All right, that's actually how I discovered bow, right?
B-A-U, right?
B-A-O, B-A-O.
Oh, bow.
Yeah, B-A-O.
And what are these, and what are they stuffed with?
Bow can be stuffed with anything. It can be stuffed with, steak.
Right.
It can be stuffed with any type of meat,
Right.
chicken,
Right.
fish.
Right.
I mean, not normally fish, but they could stuff it with that. Sometimes they also use it like as a sort of pastry, and it's because it's a breading, right?
Yeah.
There's a breading that surrounds whatever you want in it. So they put some people put like jams and like bean paste and stuff like that in it. All right, which okay, why not? It's like what you got with a crepe, right? You got breakfast crepes, you got lunch crepes, you got dessert crepes, you got dinner crepes.
Right.
It's the same type of deal, but
Yeah.
with a bao, which is like a giant dumpling.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a big dumpling.
It's basically like a big old
And you
dumpling
can steam
that you
it,
could
or
stuff
fry
whatever
it,
you.
right?
Yes, you could. Well, no, you could just steam it.
Oh,
You just steam
yeah,
it. That you don't fry it.
Right.
I don't think I don't think you could fry bao. Like you could, but I don't think that's how it's done. I think it's just steamed.
In like a vat of hot oil if you did that, but I
I
think
mean,
I'm not sure. But
yeah, no,
Might
they
just fall apart.
normally just steam it.
yeah.
They normally just steam it. But he did that. He had basically a bunch of chicken wings, like a bunch of drumsticks.
Chicken.
With like a side of rice. I'm like, oh yeah, I would demolish that. I would demolish that.
I know you would.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would demolish that, man. I would.
Right.
He had some sushi that he made himself. right? What else did he have, man? He had a couple things. All right, he made ramen, chashu ramen, chashu ramen,
That's
which is
good.
delicious.
I love that.
It is so good. I tell you what.
Big old ramen soup. Who doesn't like
Oh
that?
yeah, chashu
But
pork
this is
ramen.
special stuff, though.
Oh yeah, man. It was amazing. He made chashu ramen, with the little egg inside. It was like half boiled. The sushi. He had the bows. He had some rice with like a lot of chicken wings on it. It was delicious. It looked delicious. I would, man, low key, like after like a very long day of working out. Cause like here's the thing, right? When you work out a lot, like I've worked out for hours on end before, and you don't eat, you are you're very hungry. Like
By that time,
I'm sorry, I could pound that down. Pause. With I could pound that down with like a big jug of water, right? After a long day of working out.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
sure.
Hey, that meal gonna get demolished.
Delicious.
Cause it like I'm gonna be full. I probably won't finish it, but that baby gonna be gone. I'm sorry. That baby gonna be gone. That ramen looking mighty tasty, man. I'm sorry. Them bows, they looking mighty juicy. I'm sorry. Them chicken drumsticks, that's gonna be gone right there. All that, and here's the thing, right? There's like different types of people that eat drumsticks, right? You got people that leave some meat on there, right? I call them
you.
I call them heretics. Cause why would you leave meat on there? Like, oh well, all right. And then there's the ones that take the whole thing dry off the bone. That would be me, cause you don't waste the meat. That's perfectly good meat in there. What are you doing, right? You don't waste the meat. What's wrong with you, right? And then, and with some rice. Oh, I'm a big rice guy. I love me some rice, man. I love rice. I'm sorry. I can't not have it. Like, the thing is, I wash it a certain way, right? Because like here's the thing: if you leave too much starch in it, the rice gets too mushy, and your boy don't like mushy rice.
Oh boy.
I don't like that baby food rice. No.
It's gonna be rice.
Want rice, man. I want like So what I do, right? You obviously, before you take the rice, you wash your hands.
Yeah.
Always wash your hands before you cook anything or eat anything for that matter, right? And then what we do is you take some rice, you put it in the bowl, and then what you do is you obviously pour some water on it, and you take your palm and you push down on the rice and massage it as you're washing it. And you gotta like have some force to it, not too much. You don't want to turn the rice into mush.
No.
You just want to like palm it, push it down a little bit, and try to get all the starch out. And you gotta pour it out a little bit, and then when rinse and repeat, and do that again multiple times.
Just
I do it.
Get most of the starch out.
Yeah, just to get most of the starch out. I do that probably 2-3 times at least.
And it
The
comes out
most
really good.
the most I've done it was probably 6. All right.
Right.
6 different times, right? And what I did was, and the rice would come out, nice and sticky, not mushy, right? And it was like individual rice. SPCB, by the way, is moving. Hold on, let's see what
34% so
SPCB
far.
is doing. SPCB, looks like it's moving. It's moving over here. It's moving and grooving. Not a lot of volume on it. It hasn't been seeing a lot of volume, but they recently came out with some news.
Some news there.
They came out with some news. Supercom issues shares at price of $43.7 per share. Significant premium to market to pay $4.37 million of outstanding debt. All right.
Right.
It's up 36% right now. The float is pretty low at 852,000. Volume is 438,000, so it doesn't have much volume to go off of. Right now, though, it is moving up, and I like that. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing.
We do. It's
That's
at
43%. Yeah, 43%. 43%.
Yes, sir.
Somebody wants me to look at FOXO. FOXO. Batter. Okay.
Okay.
Let's check it out. FOXO. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got. Batter. BAD. It says FOXO. All right, let's check out FOXO. FOXO right now is down 6.22%. They filed a notice of exempt offering of securities yesterday. The float is relatively heavy. It's 11.57 million. Volume is 1.07 million. It's above VWAP, not overbought, not oversold, but it looks like it's very consolidated. You know, so if anything right now, what it would have to do, we'd have to break a couple levels. I'll give you a couple levels. I'll give you a level over here, over right? Over over here. Okay? Couple levels. And it's gonna have to really break them levels right now, but it doesn't look like it's it looks like it's hitting points of resistance and just breaking through them going downward, though. That's the problem. And it's got a top tail that's red. Let's go back to SPCB. SPCB.
Ran about 50% while we were.
Yeah, it ran up 50% so far. It's still going up. It's still going up a little bit, but it is forming a top tail, so we got to be very careful. We got to be very careful. It is overbought. It is overbought.
Right.
It's above the VWAP, but it's overbought.
Right.
So you know you got that going on. It does have news. It has news that they're going to be paying off some outstanding debt. So that's going to be good. Well, they're going to be paying towards their outstanding debt. So that's good. That's good.
Right.
But you know, they haven't paid it off.
Online. He also made a sequel to it called the Super Saiyan Feast, which is basically like the next one of the forms that Goku could tap into is called Super Saiyan. So he made this big feast, much bigger than the last one, right?
Right.
And it had, all right, so it had a couple things, all right. So what he put in was some fried rice. He had like egg fried rice with some peas in it and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yep. He had some of those dried onion things.
Onion things?
It was like these dried onion things that were used as like a garnish on the bottom. It was like dried onion, like noodle onion things, and then he put like some vegetables on it and a lot of chicken. A lot of chicken and a lot of vegetables and onions and stuff like that on it. And like poured this little type of gravy on it. If I remember correctly, it was like some sort of gravy. It was really, really good. And shrimp. He put a lot of shrimp in there too.
Oh my gosh. All that.
He had some barbecued chicken. Right? Yeah, barbecue chicken. And he threw it all together, man. He was like mixing it around, bunch of barbecued chicken, you know, just chopped up and stuff like that, and it looks so good, man. I tell you what, you know, and then like he had some, I think it was chow mein. I think it was chow mein.
Right.
A lo mein actually. And then Brother Man put in some more shrimps. And like this very special.
These shrimps, it looks like you could put a saddle on them and ride them home if they had legs.
Yeah, no, they're pretty big. They were pretty big shrimps.
Huge.
And he mixed them around in like a special like type of sauce type of deal, and like had like 2 big bowls of them, man. And they were they were massive. And then he put like some garnish on them and stuff like that. And then you know, that's he had some steamed fish too. Some steamed fish. He put some he put like a nice little soy sauce type of broth underneath it with like a little bit of butter and some garnish on it.
Wow, he just went nice.
And
a broth of it. Look at that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It's a
And he
whole
put
fish.
he put like a lot of green onions on it. A little bit of
Scallions on top.
scallions with green
Wow.
onions. That's what they are. And then he had like three roasted chickens. 3
my
full body
God.
roasted chickens.
Yeah, Yeah, he needs company for this.
Oh no, don't worry. I'll come through. Don't even worry about it.
Goodness.
Demolish that whole thing. Don't even worry about it.
This is crazy.
I got that. I got you. Don't even worry about it. He had like a bunch of steam bows. Obviously, the bows. You know, you got the
Don't forget
bows there.
those.
All right. And then he had like a bunch of ribs just racked up there. Just racks and racks of ribs. Fresh pork ribs, man. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, you know. You get that stuff, man. And then he had like, you know, obviously the chashu ramen in the center. And then for dessert, you got a maple cake.
A maple cake.
Yeah, so basically what
Oh
it
my
is, it's like
gosh.
it's like a cake with like a type of like vanilla-y frosting. Yeah, it's got a bunch of like chocolate like chunks around
This
it.
guy was crazy.
I wouldn't have the cake, not gonna lie. I'll eat the chicken, I'll eat the bows, I'll eat the ramen,
You'll eat everything else.
I'll eat everything else but the cake. Like I like cake, don't get me wrong.
Wow.
I'm not a whole big cake guy.
Right.
You know? Unless it's ice cream cake, in which case that gets demolished. I'm
That's it,
sorry.
that gets
But-
it's ice cream, that's why.
But your boy can eat. Your boy will eat a Super Saiyan feast like that, man. I'm sorry. Like shrimp. Oh, you had me at shrimp. You had me at pork. You had me at fish. You had me at steak. You had me at bows, man. You had me at ramen. You already know your boy will come through there and just demolish all that. After a long workout, oh,
Right.
you already know.
Right.
You already know. I'm gonna be freaking. Yeah, I'll be hitting the gym. I'll be. On. There we are. There we are. Yeah, your boy will get that protein in, man. I tell you what, that looks delicious, man.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep it a whole bean with you there, man.
Watching him make it as entertainment.
It's so, you know, I'll do that. Gentlemen, get you a lady or a gentleman that get you a husband or wife, people that makes you food like that, and you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Get yourself a like me personally. I'm gonna learn how to cook like that, and I'm also I'm also trying to get me a wife that knows how to cook it like that, and you know, obviously we'll both cook together and make that big
Right.
feast for me and her. We work out
Right.
together, you know, get nice and swole, get some
Well,
protein.
That sounds like an awesome.
Protein. Proteína.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get me a lovely lady that loves the protein. All right.
Anything else going on?
Yes. Hey, look, man. But that's all the time we have for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring. Ladies and gentlemen, also, be sure to check out our 4-day trial with our indelible patrons for $1.99.
Right.
We have the link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times.
We do.
We picked out DGNX, which went up 220%, DXST 188%, VNCE, which went up to 94%, HEPA 22%, QNRX 65%, HKPD 51%, XCur 39%, and KOPN 41%. Can't nobody do it like us, baby. We are just made different. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks. I tell you, they get that bow money. They get
the bow money.
they get that bow money.
It's bow money.
They get that sushi money. They get that. They get. Hold on. They get that chashu ramen money. They get that. They get that. Them racks of ribs on top of ribs money. They get that Goku feast money. They get that Super Saiyan feast money. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
They get that bow money. Ooh, the bow money.
The bow